Back in Washington, D.C. at the Gynecologic Cancer Awareness event and part of the movement of this weekend. Tamika, we've seen you all over the place. We have been at a lot of events together, and we just saw you in Dr. Oz. What brings you to an event here, and what were you talking about at the Gynecologic Cancer Awareness event?
Well, when you're fighting cancers below the belt, your work is never done. I mean, we don't have the voice, not to knock any other cancer, but breast cancer is out there, you know. Cancers below the belt, we're not. I'm an 11-year cervical cancer survivor, and I wish we were at a day where we didn't have to pound the pavement like this for this cause, but the truth of the matter is we still do. That's why I'm here.
When you come to events like this, a lot of times it seems like the HPV cervical cancer, though it's more prevalent, there are less people here. What do we need to do to get more women?
You know, that's one of the things, another survivor, we were sitting in there, and I actually said that in my talk, that I wish that more people were here to experience it. We have the best doctors in the country here at our fingertips that we can ask whatever we want, but the room is so small. I think that the stigma is so real with HPV and cervical cancer, and people are afraid to come out, even to be with their own sisters. We have a cancer where we have all the tools to stop it. The first cancer that we can do that with. I think that we can't end cervical cancer, even though we have all the tools, if we don't do something about the stigma. It has to end, which is one of the reasons why I bought our new booklet, that it's a book of hope, The Faces of HPV and Cervical Cancer. These are not stock photos. These are women who are sharing their story and everything that has happened to them. Because for me, I have a lot of things that I could be doing, but I'm passionate about women not feeling alone. I'm passionate about women understanding that there are millions of people infected with this virus. And what we really want to do, I want to make sure that my story, because isn't anyone else's story. I want to catch people if they're stage 1 or pre-cancer and stop it like that.
Tell me about Tamika and Friends. Tell me what you've been doing. We saw you on Dr. Oz just about a month ago. What are some of the things happening with Tamika and Friends, and how could people get involved and find more about you?
Tamika and Friends is my baby. I can't have a physical baby because of cervical cancer, but Tamika and Friends is my baby. I'm so proud of my little baby. We're growing and evolving each and every day. We're the little engine that could. I always say that we're small and mighty. My good friend Johnny Emmerman at Emmerman's Angels always says there are cracks in the foundation. All we have to do is each of us take and fill these little cracks. Well, we're trying to fill those cracks. In the works, we've got a global Faces of HPV and Cervical Cancer that we're putting out. There's a documentary coming out about HPV and cervical cancer. I'm proud to be in that. We're growing every day with the women who are willing to share their stories, and you just kind of have to stick around, check in with us on Facebook, Twitter, everywhere to see what happens next.
Thanks for all you do, and thanks for coming and sharing and empowering more women to make sure that they don't they know all about HPV and cervical cancer and women's cancers below the belt. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for letting us share our story.